A King Arthur movie directed by Guy Ritchie? Oh, I'm in for that.
So what happens now?
You know what happens now. You're quickly becoming a legend.
So King Arthur Legend of the Sword is a retelling of the King Arthur origin story, and in this King Arthur, which is directed by Guy Ritchie, who directed the previous two Sherlock Holmes movies I loved, but getting back on track. In this King Arthur, we follow King Arthur, played by Charlie Hunnam, and in this version, he's more of a streetwise type of character this time around. He goes back to Camelot to pull the sword from the stone, Excalibur, and after he pulls the sword, he has to decide whether he wants to become the king he was born to be, or not to be. Alright guys, so let's get into King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. So I've been really looking forward to this movie, especially when I saw that awesome trailer that came out in Comic-Con last year. Plus, not to mention, I'm a Guy Ritchie fan, and I'm a huge fan of the King Arthur stories. Like, I was obsessed with them when I was a kid. And when I saw this trailer, I just wanted a fun and enjoyable King Arthur spectacle. And I gotta tell you guys, did I enjoy it? Yeah, I enjoyed it, yeah. Okay, so first when it comes to the acting, really everyone does a pretty decent to solid enough job. Charlie Hunnam, who plays this new version of King Arthur, did the best out of everybody here. I really liked his attitude. He was more of a smartass this time around, which I did enjoy about this version of King Arthur. Iden Gillen, Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, was in this. I'm gonna butcher your name, I apologize, sir. Digimon Husu, I know that's not how you pronounce it, but he was really good too. I like Jude Law. The girl who played Guinevere, she's a Spanish actress. Her name is right here. I really dug her. The thing I really dug about this movie is not only how they decided to do this new take on King Arthur with him, you know, raised up in the streets, but how Guy Ritchie sets up this new mythological fantasy world. The world reminded me a lot of, you know, that game The Witcher. If you play that game and then you watch this film, it screams The Witcher so much. I did enjoy it for the most part, I will say that much. I like the creatures in this movie. I liked the effects especially. I mean, for the most part, I'll get to that later. And some of the action scenes I thought were really well done. And I also dug the music quite a bit. Now this movie is enjoyable, but does that excuse of its flaws? No, because there's quite a few flaws. My biggest flaw with this movie is that it's just a really messy film, like really messy. Not just script-wise, but tonally as well. Now, when it focuses on Arthur training up to become the king and with his use of Excalibur, it's really good. I mean, really good. But then when it doesn't focus on that, it becomes almost kind of boring, to be honest. Also, when it comes to tonal shifts, there are parts when it does get really serious, and then I felt there were times where it just went so abruptly from being serious to being almost a complete comedy, which I thought it was just jarring. When it comes to CGI, like I said, there are parts where the CGI is really cool and it really does make this universe look really cool. But then there was some CG, like the end fight sequence. It didn't look that good. I'm just gonna let you guys know right now. Just as a matter of fact, I'm just gonna say right now, it was like a quick time event. As cool as the main villain did look, and I liked his design, just the entire time I saw X, R1, L1, R2, press X rapidly, that was just going through my head. It looked that shoddy. The pacing here and there is just not good at all. I think this movie is about 2 hours and 10 minutes. At times, this movie felt like 3 hours. So overall, while King Arthur Legend of the Sword is a messy movie, I have to admit, guys, I did enjoy it for what it was. I like the world building that Guy Ritchie does. I like Charlie Hunnam as King Arthur. And while I have heard there are about 5 more films planned, I'm not gonna lie, I do want to see where Guy Ritchie does take this tale of King Arthur. So overall, I'm gonna give King Arthur Legend of the Sword a 3 out of 5. Will you hate yourself for watching this movie? I don't quite think you will. Is it one of the more forgettable films this summer? We'll see as the summer goes along. But for what it was, I did have a fun time with this movie. Alright guys, so comment down and let me know below. Have you guys seen King Arthur Legend of the Sword? If so, what'd you think? If not, are you looking forward to it? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on Twitch where I stream every Saturday night. And I also have a Snapchat, so if you guys want to follow me on all those platforms, the links and the usernames are on the description below. If you guys want to see more reviews just like this, hit that subscribe button to see more content from me. And of course, until the next review, I will see you guys next time.